Hello, this is a game played on IGS on one handicap with reverse komi where white killed the right side and black immediately resigned. That's rare to see. Usually they try to come back desperately and keep dying. So let's check it out. So this time we have black playing Sun and Sei, which is also kinda rare these days. It doesn't seem to be very effective when playing against white with komi, but here black has the komi. So black approached the corner, but actually against this r14 it's very common to defend o16, then see whether white extends back or jumps in the corner. Also, black can consider the fancy Kosumi like Takemi Hamasaki with his cosmic style plan. Sorry, white will push here, that's a misclick, then attach, pull back, connect, on a block, connect, and now black plays away and simply expands the moyo. White is not going to cut here right away because it's gote, so that's why black also doesn't want to connect r15, being gote for both. So black approach this corner. I keep seeing this move. It's very common in mid-Q range play. Usually black should consider d3, e4, e3, or even f3. But this shoulder hit, it's actually not so great. But it kind of reverts to the avalanche Joseki. So black went out, white Hane in the corner, that's very good. Black plays a Hane also. Now here white has several ways to continue. White can connect solid, white can descend, Hane in the head of two stones, simply Nobi, or even double Hane on the second line. So when black captures a stone like this, white will just play Hane, threatening a double Atari. Now in this case, black will protect against the double Atari, then white hits the vital point, Hane again, and then just Nobi, threatening the snapback. But here actually, black can give up those two stones. White will take the snapback and then extend. So this is actually this is a Joseki, but in a different order of moves. So double Hane is an option. Hane on top of the two stones. This will lead to the small avalanche Joseki. Cut and trade. So black goes for the left side, white takes the bottom. Not so great for white here because black starts to develop in the direction of d16 where he wants to set up the moyo. So white can connect solid, extend again, or go down. Descent was the move in the game, and here black should always get ahead at d6. Now there are several ways for white to continue. White can turn and then keima, that's a Joseki, or white can push a couple of times more and then clamp. This way it's very difficult for black to use the wall towards the center. If black resists like this, white will play all the forcing moves and then extend. So black's wall is a little bit meaningless, then black will turn, but this doesn't affect the group in the corner. So white can still play away, for example a jump here and extend on the right side. And now when black tries to kill the corner, black will connect under, but white can still leave. So white could ignore earlier. That's possible too. So black played the block. Now when black plays this block, white can simply Nobi, because black wants to cut c3 and in this case it's not going to work. And after the Nobi, black has to come back and protect against the cutting points f4 or f5. Hane, it's also interesting because it's Hane in the head of two stones and creates the cutting point at e4, but there are now two cutting points that black can exploit. So black cut on the left side. Now white simply goes out. Now with this move, white is actually taking away the option to cut at e4, because now black will just protect and there is no more cut at e4. Therefore, white can think about Atari and extend immediately. Then this will also lead to a trade. So the problem is that black will cut, descend. Now white can play several forcing moves like this, push along, and capture the bottom. And it kind of reverts to the Joseki, the avalanche, where white got the bottom double Ponuki, but black develops the left side. So again, black goes in the direction he really wants. Therefore, white doesn't want to cut right away. But white can play the Nobi as it happened in the game, even if white loses the cutting point. Then Atari here, that's very good. And now, instead of capturing the 2 stones, white can play b3. This protects against the cut at c3. Now, if black wants to save the stones on the left side, black has to crawl, and that's very painful. Even if black leaves on the left side, crawling like that on the second line, it's pretty much like resigning the game. So it's not a great idea. But like this, white played safe. So when black cuts, white Atari and came back to take 2 stones. But actually, white should just take the 2 stones right away. Because in this case, black has to go down at b3. Otherwise, if black plays away, white will Atari c2 and b2, then save the stones. Now, if black plays b3 to capture the 2 stones, white hits cente. White can push here one time, threatening the Hane in cente, and then play away. So the difference is, this way, black makes less points, because he just captures 2 stones but no surrounding territory, and white comes back to protect. But this way, black hits cente, and if white just captures the 2 stones, black will go down to make a few extra points around b2, but white hits cente. And the proverb says it's good to give up a few stones or a few points to keep cente, and this is the case. So grab cente by letting black build a few more points. Anyway, overall, locally, this is a good result for white, even being gote, because white got more points and black seems over-concentrated. Too many stones to capture those 2. So it was fine. But now, black being cente, played first on the right side. Now here, black made a fundamental mistake. Usually black should play q15, then came up e13. So playing the cover, white got the vital point, and then there's another cut at p16. So this is quite terrible for black. Good idea to cut right away. And yeah, it's good to keep pushing. And then white can capture the stone in a net. Atari. Yeah, if black comes out, there's another Atari and capture in a net. So this is already quite a disaster for black. That's why black had to play the vital point directly. So let's go back here. Nobi, then white will double up and black finishes the Joseki. Then white attacks the left side. Another Joseki here is to push, then inside cut, outside cut, cover, Atari, and connect, either like this or like this. So white again takes the corner, black goes for outside thickness. But this way, white is very happy to cut. Black can actually consider a sacrifice, like this. But the problem is black still needs to come back and protect against the cut. So it gives a lot of points in the corner, then white again it's cente. Therefore, black tried to resist and lost some points. Now let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. White can push right away. If black goes out, white will play the net. And if Hane is the same thing, black is still captured. So now white can play a peep and extend back and the group is under attack. This move still doesn't work. So white doesn't have to take right away. On the other hand, if white plays, for example, a move like r9 to take away the extension of r12 and black comes out, white has the squeeze like this, Atari, Atari again, and then extend. So, or actually just connect. But instead, the extension works too. So the thing is, even if black tries to escape from p15, it becomes over-concentrated, this dumpling shape, and the extension for a base at r9 was already taken. So white could try to attack differently. Another option would be to play o13. So when black comes out, he's captured, and this o13 again puts pressure on r12. So now black needs to extend at r9. Anyway, black was supposed to extend r9 to make a base, because if white goes between those stones, it's not such a big deal. I mean, it's hard to catch this m14. So in the end, when white cuts at l15, is not going to be so effective right away. Therefore, for black, it's not urgent to play a move like L15. Now here, the direction of play is still R9 and force black go out like this. Quite painful actually. No matter which shape black plays, he's still a little bit in trouble and he's forced to go out on neutral points, then approach the top left corner and reinforce the right side. So this way, white makes more Moyo potential attacking the weak stones, which just jump out to connect in the center on neutral points. Playing like this, white goes for the neutral points and black is supposed to extend for a base. But black didn't do that. Black instead reacts locally because he wants to cut somehow. But it's just fine to play a two space jump for a base. Then when white extends here to limit the expansion on the right side, black can just play some big points like this one or protect the top left corner. So black got in trouble here. White blocks from behind. White should actually consider Nobi to get ahead. Then double Hane, Atarian extend, very good. Actually, white can just extend with Nobi, but again, black needs to play a two space jump for a base. So black extends here, white pushes, that's very good. Black played the right move here. This attach, it's okay because when white Hane, black will Atarian capture to save his group. So white has to Nobi, push, push again, and then black played the Hane. Now this was his fatal mistake. Black should keep pushing on the right side and jump or Keima in order to secure I shape. If white Hane in the center, black can discard 2 stones, and it's better to lose 2 stones than the entire group, and now play a big point. But black got very ambitious. He blocked here, which is a center, got a block, and then white can still cut later in the game. White turns, very good. And then let's see if there is still possible to make twice. Tuck, 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 tuck. Not so easy. So if black goes Atari here, then goes for the I shape, white will Kosumi, Hane and connect, and it's only one eye. So the group is dead. If black plays here, white hits the vital point, then simply descends, and it's not enough room to make twice. Actually, the group is dead as it stands. Not even necessary to play the Hane. So white wants to, black wants to expand. Then white hits the vital point, very good. Then push, nice, to take away the eye. And then Kosumi. And it's game over. Now black can cut, which is a bit desperate, then push and go out, but white will probably be alert and just jump in the center, turn block, and that's pretty much it. So no way out for black. On this clamp, white will connect, then play a jump, and either block or Nobi again. So impossible to make another eye on the side. Yeah, nothing black can do. Well, he can try this squeeze, but it doesn't help. The group is still dead. Then he can approach around here looking for the cut, but white can secure, extend back, then white goes for the left side. So overall, still a very easy game for white. Especially that this group on the right side was supposed to be safe, just a 2 space jump extension, and now it's completely surrounded and dead. Excellent quick kill this time. Well done and keep it up.